Hello and welcome to our Netball World Youth Cup here in Gaborone. You join us on day 6. This is our first day of our qualifying rounds, having had 5 days of pools. We are now in Pool E and you're about to witness Uganda versus Fiji in Game 2 of the day. We've just been treated to a great display of netball this morning from New Zealand versus South Africa. The first 4 games of the day here at the University of Botswana Indoor Sports Centre are in playoffs for their top 8 positions. So we can see the players looking nervous here, with the winners progressing on, but the losers of each game will get another opportunity to try and get to the best position possible in the top 8.
Yes, certainly. So New Zealand played South Africa, New Zealand 69-32, so New Zealand will play the winner of this match that's coming to you now, Uganda versus Fiji, and South Africa will play the loser of Uganda versus Fiji. So here we have
our lineup for Uganda. At goal shooter we have Iaru, goal attack Nalukuma, wing attack Kiza, centre Adunia, wing defence Nakibuli. Now we have 2 Nakibulis on the Ugandan team, so this one is Fozia. And at goal defence we have the captain Nampungu, and at goalkeeper we have Kayeni, with the coach James Borgiri. We then have our lineup for you today for Fiji. At goal shooter Rusi Kuvala, at goal attack Tavui, at wing attack Toribau, at centre Wakenabete, at wing defence Sawana, at goal defence Sorbi, and the captain at goalkeeper Kahatoka. Just to remind you, these 2 teams are playing off in our playoff rounds, the first day of playoffs here at Gaborone, and we are about to start playoffs for the top 8. The winners know now that they will be playing New Zealand in the next round, moving forward to the semi-final stages, and the losers will get another chance to play off to get to the best position they can within the top 8. They have been selected into this top 8 as they finished in the top 2 in their pool rounds.
And that was, ladies and gentlemen, Team Uganda.
The team's looking very relaxed there. We've just been witnessing some of their warm-ups and they all look ready to go.
Yes, so the players have had a quick turnaround. Some of these players were playing at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock late last night. So here we have them on court, less than 12 hours. So rest and recovery, quick preparation, getting them ready to play out this quarter-final game.
The coach for Fiji is Vicky Wilson, and we have our umpires taking the game on today. We have Anzo Kemp and Anne Hay, and our reserve umpire for today is Louise Travis. Uganda have the first centre. The defence from Fiji, Kahatoka and Sorbi working hard there, trying to prevent the Ugandan attack, but the shooter Nalukuma creates space and gets the first goal of this game. Again, some great work from Fiji, from our shooter Rusi Kavula. So we have both teams started their campaign in this game.
Yes, it's going to be a very interesting matchup here in this game. 43 of 56 games in this Netball World Youth Championships, and range of styles. So we got Fiji, very tall, very physically strong, will put on a range of different defensive tactics, a one-on-one, a zone through each third, and then we have the one-on-one defensive units of this African style of play, where they neatly build it up, getting the front position, and the one-on-one defense through the court. So there you can see one-on-one, forcing the shooter out. Yep, goalkeeper coming around the back, putting a lot of pressure on the shot. So a lot of switching in roles within the defensive unit of this Uganda pairing.
Missy Kavula there missing the shot, but she got a penalty call, so she has a second attempt. Gets it on the second attempt.
So go for goal, go for goal.
Again, as you can see there, we have a shot of our crowd. We have some local schools that have been allocated teams from this tournament, and they get to come in and celebrate, and we could see they all had Fiji written on them. They have different colours, they have banners, and it really creates a great atmosphere here as we can hear them singing and dancing. Patient build up here for Uganda. Good supporting work round the edge of Adunia and Kizia.
So it's not very often that these two teams come together. So in the early stages, they're just trying to vie each other out, looking at strengths, areas that they can really capitalize on. And there we see the strong one-on-one defense of Uganda, a lofted ball in by Fiji, and it's cut out by the circle defense. Great elevation, great speed through the court. Goalkeeper coming out very, very strongly. The captain of Fiji, Kahatoka, she's been very dominant for them, hasn't she?
Yeah, throughout this tournament so far, she's definitely playing a great captaincy role and leading by example. Uganda are working hard here, allowing the shooters to create some space. Some great shooter rotation there.
Yes, you see the front shooter rolling to the post, the back shooter coming forward for the ball. A double option. Nelly's ball, yes it is. Forced out of court as she caught the ball. So this gives a turnover for Fiji. And there's Vicky Wilson looking on, an ex-international gold shooter for Australia. Won many gold medals for them. Was a dominant shooter in her time, and she has led many other young players to pick up that Australian style of shooting. So Fiji just looking to put this one to bed. Yes, she certainly does.
Both Risi Kavula and Tavui have been strong players so far this tournament, and they've already come out this quarter. As you can see, creating great space, getting their shots in.
Yes, a great spectacle here on this short court at the University of Botswana Indoor Sports Arena. A fabulous, purpose-built arena built for this championship. And lots of people, Alison, behind the scenes have worked very hard to get to this point.
There are. We don't get to see everybody who's put in a great effort, all the volunteers that are helping this tournament run as smoothly as it is, but also within the teams themselves. So we talk about the coaches, but we have the physios, we have the team managers, and we have lots of support staff. There's a lot that goes into getting this tournament up and running, and lots of people have worked very hard to put on a great World Youth Cup so far here in Gaborone, and we hope that this will continue through to the final stages.
Yes, a great commitment. It's a voluntary role a lot of these people will take on. We have our officials on the bench who've been here from early morning to late night. We've had recording behind the scenes, media, we've had Botswana TV, we've been filming these games, so I could name many, many people, but the good thing is, yep.
We also have, working to get these pictures out to you, we have some fantastic cameramen here from Botswana, and in conjunction with Botswana TV and QTV Sports, we're able to get you this great coverage. So wherever you are in the world, you're able to keep in contact and on the developments of the Netball World Youth Cup here in Gaborone.
Yeah, it's not only the people who are doing these jobs, but it's the training that has gone behind the scenes over many, many years, for the coaching, for the officiating, right, for the training within the studios, within putting a production out that gives great viewing for over 1.2 million people so far. We need to keep building on that out there, so please get on to
spread the word. Definitely get all your friends and family watching. We currently have, in this second game of day 6, we have Uganda with an early lead of 6 goals to Fiji 4. Both teams are settling in nicely to this game. As we said earlier, it is a playoff game. The winners of this game already know that they will be taking on New Zealand in the next round, but the losing team will still get another opportunity to play to see if they can get as high as possible. They are definitely going to be within the top 8 in the world for their Youth Cup. So this is a great achievement for these teams, and we're going to witness some great netball throughout the day today.
Yeah, we certainly have. I think this game hopefully will be very close right to the bitter end. And fabulous shot there by Fiji. 6 goals to Uganda, 5 to Fiji, and it's all here to play for.
Fiji in possession. As they just lose possession, unfortunately, that would have taken it to goal for goal.
Commentator's curse, here we go. Yep, and we're off. Uganda taking it safely, getting the ball side position very nicely. Not afraid to distribute, to get that ball across the court, to come down on the non-defended side. They know that Fiji will put the zone on, so that was a quick release, finding the gaps, moving the ball through very nicely. Good triangle around the circle edge into the shooters. Patient build-up. I think that's what we've seen from this Uganda side throughout this tournament.
Great rebound there by Iaru, and again, as Denise has said, great support from Kiza and Adunina on the circle edge, allowing the shooters to get into a better shooting position.
And there we see that use of the overlap. That's very distinctive of the African style. Moving the ball lateral to get around the Fiji zone across the transverse line.
Uganda extend their lead, so Uganda currently have a score of 8 and Fiji are on 5.
Uganda's strong arms over, disrupting the passing timing of the Fijian team. There we see the double play with centre and wing attack, getting that sweet spot on the top of the circle for an easy feed into the goal shooter, and she puts it away for Uganda. Ayaru.
We had a shot of the Fijian coaches there, not looking too happy with the start they've made to this game, but there's a long way to go, and I'm sure that we'll have a lot more netball to see.
Yes, I'm sure Vicky Wilson will be noting the errors that are creeping in from this Fijian team. She's trying to notify the bench to perhaps switch up their play a little bit.
Bit of miscommunication there between the two shooters, Iaru and Nalukuma, which gives Fiji back possession.
Yeah, and that's the pressure that the defence put on from Fiji. And Kaya Toka has been very dominant as a goalkeeper or a goal defence, working for Fiji to give them some very good results to get to this last day position.
I think Uganda have been doing their homework, Denise. Tavui's been a strong player for them, as we mentioned earlier, throughout the rounds of the pools, and they're doubling up on her, making it difficult to get the ball through.
Yeah, very good tactic, especially when you have one strong, dominant shooter. Puts a lot of pressure on the feeders. They have to then search to pass the ball around the circle edge. Goal attack's got to work very hard to penetrate, to get into the top or around the sides. And here we go. A step in. Oh, and it dribbles in, and she jumps for delight. So, scoreline. Uganda taking the lead away to 10, Fiji 5.
Uganda are marking really tightly there. Great work from their defensive players, making it difficult for Fiji to get the ball through. Rusipakula there, making enough space to get the shot in.
So the Ugandan goal shooter, Ayaru, opting to come wide on a lead out of the circle, just to mix it up a little bit so she's not always static in there. There's a lot of rotation and a lot of movement, a lot of changes of direction, trying to move this very strong, tall Fiji circle defense.
Contact call there on the wing defence. Sawana.
Yeah, very neat little drop ball. Looks very casual, very disguised from Nalunkuma, the goal attack from Uganda. Some clever creative play we've seen throughout this tournament from the Africans. And sighted early for Fiji. That
Great.
takes a lot of hard work from the legs out of that. A lot more pressure being put on now by Fiji. And as I said, across that third line, they're very dominant. They've got a strong unit in defence who are very tall and very fast and powerful.
As you see there, one of the Fijian players taking out one of our hoardings. We have some great sponsorship that the INF and Botswana Netball have worked hard to get this tournament here for you.
Uganda are working very hard in the shooting circle, right, to keep the ball low and fast and flat, to stop that aerial play of the Fijian defenders, and they're doing this very well. Right, they've taken the scoreline now away to 11 goals to 7. So the Fiji in blue, Uganda in red and yellow. So as we go into this last minute, that's 12 goals to 7. Uganda lead this first quarter.
Yeah, so that's the end of our first quarter here of game 2 on day 6 in our playoffs for the top 8 positions. Uganda have come out more confidently and have stretched to a lead of 12, with Fiji the score of 7. But there is a long way to go in this quarter, so I'm sure that we will see maybe some changes or some different decisions. What sort of discussions do you think they'll be having with the coaches?
Well, I think Fiji will be quite disappointed with that start. Vicky Wilson, I know quite well personally, and she'll be really looking at some of the things of the ball coming through the court when really not finding the shooters very easily. So we'll see her perhaps making some changes, or perhaps just getting the players to reoffer, reset, so they can get the ball sweetly to the shooters.
We'll leave you with some highlights from that first quarter, and we'll be back for you shortly as we start the second quarter of Uganda versus Fiji.
This is one of the encounters for the quarterfinals of this tournament, and at the end of this game, a player of the match will be announced. The prize is proudly sponsored by Spar. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's give it up for Team Fiji. And now, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's
We
give it up
welcome
for
you
Team
back to our
Uganda.
second quarter of Game 2 on Day 6 here at the Netball World Youth Cup in Gaborone. As mentioned previously, we are currently having the top 8 playoffs that have come from the pool. So all these teams have finished top 2 in the pool rounds. And at the University of Botswana Indoor Sports Centre, we are having the top 8 teams play off. The winners will go on to the next stage, but the losers have another opportunity to still get to try and get as high as they can in the top 8. We've had a great start so far from Uganda with a score of 12, Fiji with 7, but I'm sure both teams are going to come out fighting. There's still a long way to go. And my name is Alison. I'm joined in the commentary box with Kelly. If there have been any changes this quarter, we will get to them to you as soon as we can. Some great defensive pressure here from Fiji. Uganda are fighting hard to get the ball through to their shooters. Contact called. And we get our first goal for the second quarter here. Umpires are doing well here. The game is getting very contested and the umpires are keeping this game under control, which is great to see. Again, as mentioned previously, we couldn't do this job without our amazing umpires. Lovely feed through there to our goal shooter. Fiji maintain possession. The Ugandan defence definitely not making it easier for Fiji, but they get their first goal as well for this quarter. Great work from Uganda here, driving forward onto the ball through the defence of the Fijis. Umpire time while we just collect the ball in. Good support there from the Ugandan wing attack. Good movement from the shooters. And they're awarded with a goal. So we only have the one change for Uganda as we go into this second quarter. And that is Nawanja coming on at goalkeeper in place of Kaeni.
So the changes for Fiji. Arusi Vakula has moved from goal shooter to goal attack, and top with Tavui, who's moved to goal shooter. Wakwena Bitte has come on at wing attack and moved from centre. Moy has come on at centre, and Gallo has come on at wing defence.
Great vision there with a feed through to the goal attack from our wing defence. Gallo that's come on this quarter. Fiji are really starting to find a bit of a flow. They've closed the gap slightly with Uganda a score of 14, Fiji a score of 12.
Yeah, this is a much better start from Fiji. It's 4-2 this quarter. They're bringing the ball down really nicely to their shooters and providing them with opportunities.
And we could see there on the bench were very pleased with their start to this campaign in the second quarter. Good patient build up here from Uganda. Shooters rotating well. Yaru to take the shot. Fiji being patient as they work the ball through the centre third. But Uganda getting a tip to that ball, and it's a throw in to Fiji. Coaches there, you can see, are approving of this start for Fiji, but just an offside call there. and Uganda are back in possession. Drive out there by the goal shooter Yaru, but the ball was just a little bit too long for her. Tavui, who's moved to goal shooter for Fiji, holding space well. Has the penalty. And receiver Kula has moved out to goal attack. Scores to the delight of our crowd. The schools that we mentioned earlier that are here to support Fiji. Hopefully we are inspiring some youngsters to be the future of the World Netball Youth Cup. Great feed in there to Tavui, who was holding lovely space, but penalty called. Long shot and a miss for Rusivakula. So Fiji are definitely having a good start to this second quarter, with Uganda a score of 15, Fiji now on 13. Can they try and extend the lead a bit more?
There's great pressure being applied by the Fijian defence in that shooting end. So having to reset the ball, and it's slowing down the Ugandans' play quite a lot. So I think that's where they're being most successful in this quarter.
Great intercept there by our goal defence for Uganda. Nampungu, the captain there, showing the team what they need to do. Fijian defence and Uganda attack, working hard there in the shooting circle. You can see it means a lot to these girls. Crowd are getting excited by this game. How close it is. And as said previously, the winner of this game will go through to play New Zealand, who won the game before. But the losing team will also get a chance to have another game, as all the teams are fighting to see what position they can get within the top 8 in this Netball World Youth Cup in Gaborone.
Great pressure there by the captain, Kahatoka. And rewarded with the 3-second call.
Bit of a wild pass there. We need Fiji to keep cool heads as they get close to the Ugandan score. Uganda with their usual patient build-up. Defence from Fiji, making them work hard.
Yeah, Moy and Gallo are working hard to get that second stage defence. Strong arms over to force the overhead balls, and again rewarded with the turnover. Kahatoka picking it up at the back.
speed in the transition as they've already made it down to their shooting circle. Lovely shooter to shoot a ball there. And Tavui getting the goal. That takes it to Uganda 15, and Fiji now on 14. Great ball over there to Tavui, who scores. And to the delight of this young crowd, as you can see there, the score goes to 15 all. We're in for a long run today.
Strong pressure again from the Fijian defence. Uganda being very patient with their play and resetting it back to the transverse line. Lovely vision there.
The shooters are definitely working hard for Uganda, Iaru and Nalukuma, but just not getting the shots when they get the opportunities. Maybe some of the pressure getting to them. Great intercept there from the Rusivakui from Fiji. Could this be an opportunity for them to take the lead for the first time in this game? Jump shot misses, but they collect the rebound. They miss again, collect the rebound. And Tavui on the third attempt gets the goal, and that puts Fiji in the lead, 16 goals to Uganda, 15.
Tavui coming out to open that space up for Rusi Vakula to drive in. Unfortunately, off balance and falls straight into the hands of the goal defence, Nampungu.
Great ball through there to Iaru, who came out. Uganda are continuing to work hard. Can they be rewarded here? Yes, they can. That takes it back to 16 all. Great defensive pressure there. We've got Kahatoko, the captain, Fiji, working really hard at the back. Wants to get a few more of these turnovers. Ugandan bench there looking a little bit nervous, but there's still a long way to go in this game. Great vision and space. Fiji are definitely building with confidence as we go through this second quarter. Vicky Wilson there looking very pleased with the team so far.
Again, Uganda being very patient with their play, working it closer to circle edge.
That is the end of our second quarter there of Uganda versus Fiji, and we finish at half-time with a score of 17 all. This is turning out to be a great match, and we still have a whole another half to bring you. You are watching us at the Netball World Youth Cup in Gaborone. We are here at the University of Botswana Indoor Sports Centre, and this is game 2 of day 6. And as I have previously mentioned, this is the playoffs for the top 8 teams who finished in the top 2 in their pools. And these first 4 games of the day are them playing off with the winners moving forward, and the losers getting another opportunity to find their positions in the top 8. So we leave you here at half-time with a score of 17 all, and we'll join you shortly as we leave you with the highlights from that last quarter.
I'm only living life to the fullest. I can see the difference. I'm improving day in and day out. I'm doing the most from the team. Logo to Copello. Kalija Parana with a Paranik. Chava Chava Power, Aditivanek. Gabuera Hurupa Jago Tupe. Like Salimwan. Wabukuwe. Laguarana, Pejuarana, victory shall come. Luzarana, Sonarana, victory shall come.
It's the time of the year, and we at it again. Just believe that you can become whatever you see in your head. The time is now, we can never look back. When the going is tough, we top it back. On to when you should never lose that. So fell up in little top, but you relax.
Kutoma fati ngabubar, merafi ababar, abafazi batalabor, bahaga bangeti, pomne bakupaneti mabale. Kilitabo mono waka merafi, rekapile kamebaya, kapila kabotara, shabome bakupaneti mabale. Parisano talichaba mabale, kutoma fati ngabubar, merafi abapala.
Welcome back to our second half of game 2 on day 6. This is our first day of our playoff rounds, and these are players that finished in the top 2 of their pool, and they're playing off for the top 8 positions here at the Netball World Youth Cup in Gaborone. You join us at half-time where the score is 17-all. We had Uganda with a lead of 5 goals after the first quarter, and Fiji had a fabulous second quarter. A few changes, kept a steady head, and they've brought it back to 17-all. But there's still a long way to go, and Uganda, as we can see, are still fighting hard. Any changes that have happened during the half-time break, we will get to you as soon as we can. Great space there from the goal shooter. Fiji move 1 goal ahead.
Great defence there from Sorby, keeping her player high up the court.
Yeah, we see quite a lot from here, the Fijian centre court players and the defence players trying to push Uganda high to make it difficult for them to develop through the court. Again, some great pressure from the Fijian defence, wing defence there, and great vision through to the goal shooter. Penalty called, the goal attack elects to take it. And Fiji, to the delight of this young crowd here, push forward to 19. Uganda still yet to get a goal in this third quarter.
No forward options there for the Fijian wing attack, so unfortunately falls straight into the hands of Uganda, who now have possession, working their way down to the shooting circle.
They're definitely keeping patience here and driving onto the ball to get through that defence that's pushing them high. But some great work here. Great support there, out to the centre, but the ball back into the shooters gets intercepted. Fiji have definitely come out fighting. We saw them at half-time going through quite an extensive warm-up routine to get them all fired up and ready. They had a huddle to get themselves fired up for quite a while as well, and Uganda came out a bit later. Fiji definitely have the momentum at the start of this third quarter. Uganda keeping patient, using support on the transverse line if needed. Shot missed there by the goal shooter, but obstruction called. And they get the goal. They are off and running in this third quarter. Bit of confusion there, the Fijian attack. It's great to see both teams fighting so hard in this game, as they know how important it is to go through to the playoffs within the top 4.
Great passage of play there by Ugandan attack. Quick release all the way down the court and straight into the shooters.
The crowd are loving this game. It's great to have a close, contested game. It's amazing that these young players are able to cope with such pressure. Quick ball there, good high space by the shooter. Takes the step in. Brings the game back to 20 goals all. So our changes at half-time. We have one change for the Fiji team with Sawena coming back on at wing defence. Great to see goal attack there with Sikavua defending hard. Uganda continue their patient build-up through to their shooter. And Iaru is a safe pair of hands.
Uganda changes for this quarter. Kaeni comes on at goalkeeper. Iaru makes a positional change from goal shooter to goal attack. And Sira comes on at goal shooter.
Good pressure here from all the players on the Fiji team. Pushing Uganda high, but Uganda are driving forward, patiently passing the ball around, and are rewarded with the ball through to Sira. Good movement from the shooters there.
Yeah, Uganda shooter rotation is fantastic, and it's definitely their strength in their attack. So it's great to see that they're moving around, seeing the space of each other and taking the front ball.
That takes it back to 22 all. We have a close game in our second game on day 6 here at the Netball World Youth Cup in Gaborone. The crowd are definitely getting behind this game and enjoying themselves. And as mentioned earlier, it's great to see so many young faces in the crowd, hopefully being inspired by the great netball that they've been watching throughout the 5 days we've had here. Great drive to the circle edge there by the centre, Adunia. Lovely shooter to shooter ball. And Sira gets the goal. So that goal was disallowed, called for 3 seconds. So the drama continues. We're great defensive arms there. Kahatoka working hard, showing her strength as a captain, inspiring the rest of the team. So our score is still even after that goal was disallowed earlier. We have 23 all. That goal there pushes Fiji ahead to 24-23. Great arms over the ball there from the Fijian centre, Moyne. Making it as difficult as they can for Uganda, but they're finding space. Contact call there on Kahatoka. Yaru takes a step in, and it rolls around and it's in. Back to 24 all. The umpire just having a word with a few of the players in that shooting circle, asking them to tidy it up.
I think there's been quite a lot of contact calls in both shooting circles, and I think the defence just need to try and come off the body and go around for the intercept rather than contesting for the ball, because they are getting pulled up quite a bit. So something for both defence, for both teams to think about.
It's great to see that our umpires are keeping a good control of this game, having a quiet word with them before it gets out of control. Space there from a high hold from the goal shooter, Sierra, allowing her to drive in to get a good shot nearer the post. Again, just at the same at the other end, some great space by Tavui. Nothing between these teams. Who's going to be the first team to push a gap ahead?
Great work from Kizza and Dunya, passing the ball to each other from top to pocket, opening the space up for the shooters.
We are still all even at 26 all. You can see the coach there from Fiji willing her team on. Tavui and Rusifakula were creating space, pushing the defenders wide. Unfortunately, the ball in, it still needs to be accurate. And Uganda gain possession. Patiently working it through the court. Driving onto the ball well.
Fiji at the moment giving Uganda too much space in there, I think. The defence really need to step up if they want to force the error or get the intercept.
Step in, and that puts Uganda ahead by 1, 27-26, and it's Uganda centre. Could this be the moment that we've been looking for this quarter for one team to break ahead? Struggling to find a forward option there. Good support from the defence behind, but you need to try and drive forward to be ball side to make that pass a little bit easier. We move into the last few seconds of this third quarter of game 2 on day 6 here at the Netball World Youth Cup in Gaborone. We see some of the crowd there, either filming or possibly taking a selfie. They want to capture their memories of this great event that they're witnessing. And there we go, Uganda push ahead by, get a small gap of 2, 28-26. With moments left, Fiji force the ball in, but unfortunately it goes off the goal line. Fabulous hands there from Ugandan captain Mampugu, working hard to try and finish this quarter with a 2-goal lead. But there's a penalty, and Fiji take it back to within 1. Fiji 27, Uganda 28. Is there time for another goal? No, there isn't. Or is there? Caution given there. Dangerous play to the Ugandan wing defence. Getting a bit scrappy at the end of this quarter. This is a very fiercely fought competition. That goal did not stand after the whistle. So the goal at 3/4 time is 28 to Uganda, 27 to Fiji. We've had a really toughly contested game. We've had goal for goal, which is an exciting game, and we have 1 quarter left to see if anyone can push ahead in the final few moments. You're joining us here today as we watch Fiji versus Uganda. We'll leave you with the highlights of that quarter, and we'll join you again shortly for the final quarter.
I'm only living life to the fullest. I can see the difference. I'm improving day in and day out. I'm doing the most from the team.
In the quarter-final stage of the tournament. These are the last 8 teams. Uganda 28, Fiji 27. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for Team Fiji. We are heading into the 3rd quarter. We're heading into the 4th quarter, actually, of the game.
We rejoin you here as we're about to start the final quarter of Game 2 on day 6 of the Netball World Youth Cup in Gaborone, Botswana. we had a goal for goal quarter where Uganda just pulled ahead at the end, and a goal just going in after the final whistle for Fiji has meant that Uganda starts this quarter 1 goal ahead. But Fiji are now in possession. Can they bring it back to all square? Yes, they can. 28 all. Any changes that have happened during quarter time, we will get to you as soon as we have them. Great supportive work there around the circle edge for Uganda. Taking their time to make sure that they get close enough to have a safer shot rather than a long shot. A little bit of contact there. Obstruction call. And on the second attempt, Fiji get the goal. Remember, if you have any questions or you want to be part of this, please do send us a message on Twitter at hashtag NWYC2017 or hashtag Rabatza.
Those balls at the moment from Moy and Bukwena Betty need to come in a bit quicker to the shooters because they're getting the ball from the shooting circle and passing out to get closer, but those passes just need to be a little bit quicker to stop the defence coming round and contesting for that ball.
Again, goal for goal here as we are 30 goals all. At the moment we have Uganda that push ahead and Fiji respond to draw level, with both teams trying to push forward. Defender was holding her player there, which gives Fiji a chance to try and push to take a goal in the lead. It's great to see Fiji being patient there, using the players on the transverse line. To the delight of this young crowd, Fiji push ahead by 1 in this quarter, 31 to Uganda 30. It's proven to be a great match here at the University of Botswana Indoor Sports Centre.
Again, very patient play from Uganda, resetting it back to the transverse line, not forcing any balls in, being very safe with their passes at the minute.
A few little errors creep in there though, so they do still lose possession. They've got this patient build-up, they just need to maintain concentration to be able to capitalise on this work that the players are doing. Great shot there by the goal attack. And Fiji, they start to pull a slight lead of 32-30. Strong start to this quarter. Again, we're still waiting on our changes that happened at three-quarter time. As soon as we get them, we will let you know of any names or players that have moved. The Fijian bench subs are up on their feet cheering, getting excited as the momentum goes Fiji's way in this final quarter. And they stretch out to a lead of 33 to Uganda's 30.
So the changes for this quarter for Uganda. Iaru has a positional change from goal attack to goal shooter. Nalun Kuma comes back on at goal attack, and Sira moves to goalkeeper.
Great versatility in a player there, where Sira moves from the goal shooter position to the opposite end to goalkeeper. Great tips on the ball. Great to see both teams still fighting for the ball. Can Uganda claw this lead back? Yeah, Ari would like to think that they can. Great ball there through to the goal shooter. The support of Wakanabiti and Moi, allowing the shooters to gain some space. Okay, Fiji extend their lead to 35-31, but it's still a very close game. In case any of you were wondering, we do have the rules here. If at the end of quarter four there is a draw, the following procedures will happen. There'll be a 4-minute interval, and then extra time shall consist of 2 halves of 7 minutes, with an interval of 1 minute at half time. At the half time, teams shall change end, and the centre passes just continue as they would normally, with whoever's entitled to the next centre pass taking the centre pass. You can still use substitutions during this extra time. If at the end of extra time we still have a tie, a visual signal shall be used to indicate that play shall continue until one team leads by 2 goals. So the second half of the extra time will continue until one team leads by 2 goals. Currently, Fiji are pulling a lead, so we might not have to worry about that. But if you're interested, that's the procedure that we would be following. The local school children here to support Fiji are loving the end of this game. I can hear them screaming, I can see them dancing. Great feed in there, the momentum definitely with Fiji. And we have a sending off here of the Ugandan goalkeeper for persistent contact. That's Sira, who's moved from shooter to goalkeeper and has now moved from goalkeeper to a seat near the third umpire as she has been sent off. This is going to make the final few minutes of this game for Uganda very hard, with a player missing in the shooting circle. This is the second sending off we've seen in this arena, the University of Botswana Indoor Sports Centre, over the past 6 days. As you can see there, Sira is sat waiting to be allowed back onto court, putting her team under a lot of pressure with a 2-on-1 situation when it goes down to the Fiji shooting end. But for now, Ugandan attack are still doing their job, and Iaru gets a goal. I'm sure Uganda will want to be patient with this ball and keep it in their attack end as much as possible. Unfortunately, there they lose possession as the ball goes down to their Fiji's shooting third. There will be a 2-on-1 situation. They still need to be patient to work the ball in. Well read there by the defender, who is on her own in there, but still working really hard. That is great work there from the captain, Nampungu, really working hard against these two shooters. As mentioned earlier, the goalkeeper, Sira, has been sent off. She's just stood up and making her way back to courtside. So Fiji did not capitalise as much as they maybe would have liked to with the extra player on court. Sira has now returned, and it's 7v7. Fiji going out over the goal line there. Fiji have extended their lead to 38 to Uganda's 32. So that is a lead of 38, apologies, to Uganda's 33. Vicky Wilson there, the Fijian coach, looking pleased with the performance of her team. Uganda still fighting till the end. Close the gap. Fiji 38 to Uganda's 35. Are we going to get a draw at the end of this final quarter? If that is the case, I will read out the procedures again at the end of this quarter.
For Uganda, just to confirm the changes, wing attack, Nakibuli has come on, and at wing defence, Kieni. Uganda making a great comeback after their goalkeeper was sent off. There's only 2 in it now, and possession with them in their shooting end.
Umpires doing well here to control this game. Both teams know that this game is close and it's important. If they win this game, they go through to play New Zealand in the top 4 playoffs. If they lose, they still get another chance to find their position in the top 8. Both teams looking fatigued now. Great jump shot there. Fiji keeping their composure in the final seconds of this game. Current score is Fiji 39, Uganda 36. We're being treated to some fantastic end-to-end netball here in game 2, day 6 of the Netball World Youth Cup here in Gaborone. Great space created, a move by the goal shooter Tavui. And Uganda keeping their fight back alive as the score goes to Fiji 39, Uganda 37 is our closing score at the end of this 4th quarter in our game 2. You will see that the players from Fiji are excited after a shaky start at the start of this game. They pulled back and it's been goal for goal, and as they pulled away in the final quarter, they will go through now to play New Zealand in the next round in their fight for a position in the top 4. Uganda will go to play South Africa in the next match to see if they can get the best position that they can in the positions 8 to 4. So just to confirm there, as we leave you with the highlights from that final quarter. Fiji won with 39, Uganda finished with 37. We will leave you there for this game, and our next game coming up is Scotland versus Australia, and we will join you in a few moments for that, just as they announce the player of the match. Down on courtside, the player of the match was for Fiji, and it was Tavui.
e le gone jaaka o ya ko bokutlong motshameko mo Yobe Sports Arena setlhopha se sengwe gape sa Africa